We live?
I think we are live.
What's up, you mutts? It's the first ever Friday Night Pints.
It says we're live, but it says we've been live for 6 minutes, and that's not true.
Well, the thing was open so people could like fill in, but I think now we are officially up and live. It's Friday Night Pints. This is an idea that the KFC Radio Gang, cheers, babe. We've had it for a long time. The idea originally was that we were going to do it in at the bar at the Barstool office. We never got it off the ground in time, and now that we're in quarantine, we said, fuck it, let's just do it virtually. So just like everyone else who's doing these fucking corny, like, virtual happy hour hangout things, we're going to fucking do it too. So I got my boy Feits here. We're going to cycle in a couple of your other favorite bloggers, and hopefully week after week, every Friday night, especially as long as we're locked down here, it'll actually give you something to look forward to on a Friday. Because I realized today, John, doing CCK, there's no, like, the weekend doesn't mean anything anymore.
Oh, no. I don't.
As a matter of fact, I almost prefer the week because at least I have, like, the radio to do, and, like, we're going to talk and do the podcast. On the weekend, it's just going to be perpetual nothing.
It's going to be the same exact thing. It's going to be, I think the first, although, like, I did it last weekend too. It's not so bad. I'm an expert at this. I'm very, very talented at quarantine. And
social distancing for the last decade. We good.
I think I'm bordering, like I'm getting there, or it's like, well, might be snapping a little bit. Because
really?
I snapped once today, just on the phone, and it wasn't about quarantine. But
was this about the texting?
Yeah, it was a texting. Yeah. Mm-hmm. And you're on the list. Chaps apologized. He says he doesn't.
Oh, bro, I'm never stopping. I'm only going to do it more now.
I know you're not. It's something I live with. Yeah. It's a problem I have. But yeah, I think this weekend's going to be bad. I think this weekend's going to suck. Like,
I don't want to necessarily work 7 days, but part of me is like, I don't know. Let's just keep fucking turning on the computer and talking.
That's what I was saying. Like, I'm so happy we can still work, because I'd be bored out of my fucking mind if we did.
I mean, like, what do you think is better? Like, what do you think is the bigger difference? Having a cube job versus Barstool job in the regular world, or Barstool quarantine versus cube job quarantine? You know what I mean?
Regular world. We're still doing dumb stuff. Like,
yeah, but I mean, I think it might even be, I don't know, it might even be worse right now when you still have to work from home and you're doing your cube job and you're still expected to get shit done, but you can't because your kids and your wife and your family and shit, versus we're just still like talking. You know what I mean?
I think cube jobs you can, but like it's I don't know. In a cube job, I feel like all you have to do, because I don't know anything about them, I feel like all you have to do is go to meetings. So you have to get on the conference call, and then when you're not on the conference call, you can do whatever.
Yeah, that's true.
Whereas like no one's, I've obviously with sales and stuff like that, I don't fucking know, man. I don't know what that world's like. It's a good question.
John, do you have beer bottles? Do you only have cans?
No, I just have cans.
No, but John learned how to do it because some other man in his life taught him, even though I was the fucking one who explained how to do it. Some other boy swooped in and stole the fucking credit.
I did learn how to do it. Do you like my background? I got jealous of all the people, like reporters, who are like tweeting their background and stuff. So I just have things resting on my couch now. What
is that?
I got this is a picture of my family and Coley and Tyler at the at the World Series. And then this one is a prayer candle, but it's Charlie Kelly.
That's what okay. I was gonna say that looks like one of those bodega candles when someone gets shot in a drive-by and they put the candles on fire in the fucking Bronx.
Yeah, it's Charlie. I haven't gotten the left right down yet. Charlie Kelly.
Left right. So all right, here's the deal. We're gonna cycle in a few of your favorite bloggers. Hopefully, week to week we get more.
I'm sorry. I have one thing to update you.
Sure.
I went outside today for the first time since Tuesday. I'm really terrified of the outside. Like straight up, really, really legitimately scared.
28 days later, man.
It's it's regular. It's not empty. It's not like the streets.
Well, right. I meant more like I'm keeping my distance from people.
Yo, the fucking. I just went to Dwayne Reed to get beers and stuff, and the fucking lady coughed in her hand.
Yeah, I've been doing that too. I'm trying to stop. It's just like such a habit, but I know.
Elbow.
I know. Dab on them. I know.
I've done that like my whole life. Cough right into her goddamn hand. And then continued filling my bag with had like Sour Patch Kids. I got some Magic Mix, trail mix, delicious. You throw a peanut butter chip into trail mix, threw that back in the trash. I'm not taking this.
Yeah, I honestly, I don't know if you should be getting like bags of miscellaneous foods filled up right now. That does not seem like the safest thing to be eating.
I mean, if they're coughing in their hands. No, it's apparently not.
All right, first up that we're going to bring into the stream is a guy I'm a little bit worried about. It's a man that I'm super interested in right now. I think he's probably out of the entire roster at Barstool Sports got it the worst right now. It's Brandon fucking Walker. We're going to bring him in now. There's the guy.
Hi.
Cheers, babe.
Hi.
Happy Friday.
Thank you, Steve. Bill, I appreciate it. It's good to see everybody. I haven't really had much human contact outside my 4 kids and my wife. She hates me. They hate me. And I'm happy to be here.
What an appearance.
I just want to say hello to my mom. My mom's in West Point, Mississippi. She's old, so I can't go down there. She's possibly going to die. My dad's going to be fine because of all the meth. It has built up reserve in his body. He's okay. But we're not going. So
it's funny because it's true.
Hi, Mom.
I heard from your esteemed colleague Casey Smith, who will join us shortly. You said that you believe you're going to come out of this quarantine as a 39-year-old gay African American man named Dennis.
Correct.
Yeah. Are you drinking moonshine? What are you drinking?
No. I didn't want to fake for this. Like, I don't really drink. I know everybody here is drinking, but I do like to hang out. So I have a mason jar full of sweet tea.
Okay. And you know what, Brandon? I pegged you as a non-drinker. I have.
Right. I haven't been pegged during the quarantine yet, but I've got a plate of bacon as well.
Okay. You know what? That sounds just about right. Like, hey, happy hour. You want a drink? Nope. I want a plate of bacon and a mason jar full of sweet tea. That's what I do.
This is the happiest I've been all day.
I've ever heard.
I feel like this is I feel like more so than anybody, you might need Friday night pints in your life because I mean you got a full fucking house, brother.
I have 4 kids. Luckily, in Mississippi, this wouldn't have worked, but I have a basement here, and I'm able to separate. I'm able to separate work from play, from discipline, from running from your kids. It's working out okay. There are times, but then there are times. You know what I'm saying?
Brandon, before you got on, or it might have been before Kevin got on the pre-stream, it sounded like we were in the middle of a goddamn circus.
Okay, so one kid was watching YouTube right here. The other kid was sitting in that chair playing a game on the phone. The other kid was playing Totally Accurate Battle Simulator on that computer. And the other kid was outside counting squirrels. And I was outside counting squirrels too. So it got up to 7 at one point.
Let me ask you a question. I have a buddy who right now, he's at home with his wife, his 3-year-old, and he has 2-week-old twins.
Right.
Would you rather be you or him right now?
I think I would rather be him. And I'll tell you why. The 2-week-old twins right now are basically just amorphous blobs of, you change their diaper, you put a titty in their mouth, they're okay.
Done. Yep.
My kids have free will, and free will can go fuck itself. I just spent $40 on updates to games that I don't play. That happened 30 minutes ago, so I could do this.
Free will is very.
How are you guys doing?
I don't think I'm watching a lot of movies, and that's why I'm going to disagree with the baby thing. Because I was just watching Tears of the Sun last night, and they're going to get killed in the jungle if they can't shut a baby up, and they can't shut a baby up. They just can't do it.
Yeah.
You can threaten violence on a child with free will.
That's true. You can scare him. No? Well, let me ask you something about this, because I also heard you on the Yak today saying that you have a goddamn artillery in your house. Did you hear this, Feidelberg?
No, that's not true.
So Dan asks him, Brandon Walker, do you own any guns? And Brandon pauses like 3 Mississippi, 4 Mississippi. He's like, yes, I do. And Dan's like, how many do you have? Another like 5 seconds goes by. He goes, no more than 20.
Well, that's true. No, I don't own more than 20. I'm not a gun guy. I'm not a Mississippi gun toting guy. I mean, I mean, if I need to get them, I can get them. But I'm not really a gun guy. If I need to get them, I know where to get them.
Wait, so how can you not be a gun guy but you have 20 guns? This is like you're either pregnant or you're not.
I got to be honest, Feidelberg. Owning 20 guns in Mississippi does not make you a gun guy.
I know, right? Like that's like par for the course.
I believe that, like in Mississippi standards, but in the world, I think in the world you got a gun, you're a gun guy.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
I don't think that's true. I think you can own a gun for strictly safety purposes or backup purposes and not be a gun guy.
I mean, I'll give you that. I own a gun. I'm not a gun guy. I don't play with it. I don't go to the range. It's just in a safe near my bed.
I mean, I have one pair of thong bikini underwear, but I'm not a swimsuit model.
All right, that's fair.
Right? Fair play. Fair play.
What would it take in Mississippi to be a gun guy? Like, how much? Like, do you need like a fucking bazooka for someone to be like?
You have to be active going to a gun range. You have to be able to knock down 30 to 40 Coke cans like that with a gun at 40 yards, something like that. You have to hunt. You have to have at least 9 pounds of deer meat in your freezer, stuff like that.
Okay, that's fair. That makes sense.
Yeah.
You want to bring in? Is Casey Smith available?
She's not in my house. That rumor's not true.
Add that into the mix. Imagine that. Goodness gracious. I feel like you're but by the way, what was this whole? Why do you feel like you're going to become a 39-year-old gay black man named Dennis?
Because I'm slowly descending. I'm slowly slipping away from reality. And at the end of this, I feel like I'm going to shed this mortal coil of 40-year-old father of 4 and just be something that I'm totally not. And in that case, in that instance, I felt like a 39-year-old gay black man named Dennis.
The polar opposite of Brandon fucking Walker.
Correct. Yeah, I just figure I'm slipping further and further away the more I'm here and I can't go anywhere.
Does your routine get fucked up? Because like my routine is pretty much the same. My routine is like I wake up when I wake up, I start working, and that's it. But I feel like with kids and shit, you have to have like a pat down routine.
But there's 6 routines in this house. Me, my wife's, my 4 kids. And my routine every day was getting on a train at 9 a.m., leaving, and coming back at 8 p.m. Me being here throws off the whole thing. My wife's sex life is done. Everything has changed.
What do you mean it's done? I thought she asked you to fuck like yesterday morning.
No, she asked me to leave so she could.
I
understand the confusion. I see what you're saying.
Yeah, I mean, is that? I mean, I can't imagine there's much opportunity very often anyway, but now there's just certainly none.
I just want to tell you both that I love my wife, and the meals that she cooks is delicious.
She sounds fantastic.
She looks very good in Adidas sweatpants, and she has a very sensible sense of fashion.
Attaboy. Smart man, as do you. I love how much you dressed up for us. I love you're as the first guest ever in Friday Night Pints history, you lived up to the hype, babe.
Are you going outside? Yeah, we fucked yesterday.
Yeah. Attaboy. Well, listen, I mean, that's an important thing here.
Because I don't in your pictures it seems like you haven't showered in a while.
No, I actually overshower now. I probably shower 3 times a day. Well, not shower. I take nice long soaking baths.
Oh, you're a bath guy.
I'm not a bath guy. Well, I'm kind of a bath guy.
You're a gun guy, you're a bath guy. If you take 3 baths a day and you have a bunch of guns, you're a gun guy and a bath guy, Brandon.
Kevin, you got kids, right?
Mm-hmm.
You got kids?
Mm-hmm.
How many times have you locked yourself in the bathroom just to get away?
Yeah, I mean, that's when you know that's the bathroom.
You're either a bath guy or a diarrhea guy, and I'm not a diarrhea guy right now.
I don't even have kids, and I do it, so I understand what you're saying. I'll just sit in my bathroom. I love it.
I spend 45 minutes a day in the bathroom doing something.
Okay.
Let's bring Casey in. She's ready now. Casey Smith joins the show.
Hi, everybody.
There she is.
Brandon, good. Brandon, good God.
What?
Are you okay?
I was told this was a nice evening out together.
Mm-hmm. It was. He put on a jacket and a tie. He's an elegant man.
It's what I wore the night I proposed to my wife behind my garage.
You did what?
Nothing.
I told Kevin and John I haven't told John yet. I did tell Kevin about your plans post quarantine.
You did? Yeah.
Yeah, no, I got the full scoop, and then he told us that he's been taking long baths and trying to get it in with his wife. So, I mean, listen, it sounds like on the one hand, I get it, 4 kids, wife, not a lot of space. On the other hand, you're taking baths and you're fucking. So, I don't know. It sounds pretty good to me, Brandon. Sounds like
Are you actually having sex with her right now?
Not right now, Casey. Do you understand?
Well, obviously not right now. Yes,
I mean,
clearly. I don't, and then please don't do that right now because I don't want to ever see that from you. But
well, I mean,
Now,
you,
hey,
I
listen,
mean, what I
if you
heard
want
you
to
and
get the
Marty.
streams up,
actually, you know what?
Sure.
Sure. Why don't you go ask her? Just for pure entertainment, why don't you ask her if she'll fuck you on camera right now? Go ahead.
Casey, I got to be honest. I put this outfit on, and I knew the countdown started immediately. As soon as I put this over the titties, and it's going down soon. That's all I can tell you. Not on camera. I'm not ready for that. Maybe when when my new
It's early. It's early.
off, and I need a shot, I'll do that.
I was speaking of the fucking on camera. I was perusing porn star Twitters the other day, and you know,
Naturally, John,
and
it's been a long quarantine for you.
Yeah, I'm doing that a lot. But I stumbled upon Kira Noir's, and she had just had a guy fly in to fuck her, just a random guy, and then they got quarantined. So she's got like, this random quarantine, and she has the video. It's not facing him; it's facing her, and she's like, "Will you fuck me on camera for my OnlyFans?" And you hear him in the background with the fucking realest answer ever. He goes, "Yeah, but we're not fucking until then because my dick needs to be as hard as it can be." Good sir.
Yo,
The fact that Brandon didn't laugh at that at all is the most alarming thing.
He's just like in his own fucking world over there. That's the plot of a fucking movie.
Even though it's 2-Night Stand with Miles Teller.
Right.
And, yeah.
Except it's a fucking porn star that flew in a fan for. I mean, that is.
I believe 2-Night Stand is based on an Esquire article on the marathon bombing when the manhunt went down.
Oh,
so
really?
Like a snowstorm and stuff like that. But I believe that was kind of the inspiration for that movie. Great film. Love it. Gonna watch it tonight now.
So Feits, Casey hopped on CCK today with a question from her girlfriend that she wanted both of us to weigh in on.
I'm sorry, I had to get a picture of Brandon doing that. That's all I was doing. That is the saddest shit I've ever seen.
I wasn't doing anything.
I want Brandon and Feits to weigh in on this. Casey, girlfriend, go ahead, take it away.
Yes. So one of my girlfriends lives in Texas, and she's been dating this. First of all, John, I do need to say this, which this is when I knew we probably are not doing good for the world. She asked me a dating question. She goes, "I don't want your advice. I want KFC and Feidelberg's advice." And I was like, well, this is just fucking terrible.
Smart lady. Smart lady.
Smart lady.
I'm sorry. Brandon, are you
no, I can't.
Coronavirus, or are you choking on me?
He's not okay. I've been trying to tell you guys this.
What? Are you sick or are you choking on food? Or are you choking on a tie?
He's not okay.
Get Brandon out of here. He's gone. Bring in Ellie. What is going on? Brandon's choking to death. Get Ellie up in here.
Oh, I'm still here.
Are you still here? All right.
Bacon went down the wrong pipe. It went left when it should have went right. That's okay.
Okay. Really, it's just us here, Brandon. Just 2 co-hosts. Are you okay?
Yeah, I'm fine. No, I really am.
Don't touch your face, Brandon.
Are your kids trying to get in on this?
Did you hear what he said? My son said my dad is very durable.
That's a great word to describe you, man. You are a thick boy who's durable.
Girlfriend,
yes. A good-looking one, Brandon. I know you're into that type of thing. She's very good-looking, short little brunette one.
Isn't everybody into that type of thing?
Yeah.
Well, but you are definitely more.
I feel like everybody's into attractive people.
Yeah.
That's true. But you also, the question I asked you on Unnecessary Roughness about the mystery girl versus 6 months by yourself was originated from Kevin. And Kevin, he said he would take the titties every time.
Yes.
Yeah, I mean, there's an argument to be made for that. There is an argument to be made. I think that it's a short-sighted one. I think that you're running a high risk. The question was, would you rather be quarantined with a girl or a guy that you know is attractive, but you don't know what their personality is like at all? So you're going to be able to get it in, but they might absolutely suck, and then you're stuck with them for months on end. Do you take that risk?
Is the guy attractive?
What?
It's you.
That's the guy side. Like, I don't want to be quarantined with some fucking huge fucking guy who's gonna be making.
No. I meant if you're a guy, you get a girl. If you're a girl, you get a guy. Like it's just.
I think like, do I get a guy or a girl?
I swear to God, Feidelberg, you're just fucking gay, dude. You're just gay.
You're just a gay man.
You're just a gay person.
This was based on a hypothetical that you get to have sex with the person.
No, you're right. Like, listen, I did word it that way, but your brain went there because you're gay.
Because it makes sense. I don't want to be quarantined with some big gross person. If the guy's ugly, what the fuck's that do for me? Just like
I
don't even know
shit and stuff.
Yeah, but how did you get there?
I agree with him. If you're gonna get quarantined with a guy or a girl, you're gonna lean towards attractive over unattractive.
Right.
Everybody pretty.
People.
Right. But what if they suck? But what if they're like the worst person to be around?
Well, I'd probably take.
Wait. Let me tell you how she laid it out to me. She said for the next 6 months, you have to be quarantined with a person of the opposite sex, and your only guarantee is she's very hot, she's very attractive, but you don't know her personality or anything.
Right.
And she also said, and she will have sex with you.
Right. All consensual. Yes.
All consensual. So that was laid out,
right.
And the caveat was, or you don't know what she's like.
Right. Or you can just stay alone. You can just do what you're doing, so you're not going to get any physical action. You're not going to get any interaction. But if she sucks, then you're just stuck with a nightmare for, however long this lasts. So
coming from where I come from and what I look like, if you're giving me the option of having a very attractive person who is willing to have sex with me,
take
done.
Take
done. I will take whatever I can take.
Now, so and on the other hand, you look up to the other corner there with Feidelberg. He's taking the complete opposite. I can guarantee you that.
Oh.
Yeah, and Kevin, Brandon said that he was the only one that was telling the truth. Brandon's the only one that I know that has said that answer.
He's horny. He's Brandon fucking Walker. He's a horny guy.
Yeah, there's no shot I'm taking a risk. I've been here for a week by myself, and tell you what, me are cooling right now. I don't need someone else fucking here. Like, I don't even need like a well-mannered hot woman. I'm good just right now.
Just by yourself, all set. Let's get Brandon's answer on this next question, and then we can cycle Ellie in because I think she's going to have some good insight on this too.
To my question? Yeah. Oh, yeah. Sorry, we took that left turn because Brandon's horny. I
didn't bring it up.
I'm sorry. You're in such a fragile state right now that I feel like I have to just pick on you.
How am I in a fragile state?
Look at you.
Well, look at you guys. You got the Unabomber over there. You got this guy with a big black dick hanging down in his face. What am I supposed to do?
Compared to the Unabomber. Just to be clear, the famous Unabomber.
You look like the sketch of the Unabomber. That's exactly what you look like right now.
That's not the Unabomber. That was the wrong person, Brandon.
No, that is true. It looks like the sketch that they put in the USA Today so we can find the Unabomber. That's what you look like. Your face and everything. Everything looks like the Unabomber.
Can I ask my question now?
Question, yes.
Okay. All right. I'll lay out the quick facts. Girl lives in Texas. She's been dating a guy for like 4 or 5 months. Pretty seriously, they are exclusive. He does not live in Texas, but he doesn't live in a state that is like one of the hot zones. So not California, New York. They've been talking a whole lot, but he has not invited her to come stay for the quarantine. She called me this morning and said, is 4 or 5 months of dating too soon to ask if she can go stay with him? Because she has a roommate and she's going fucking crazy and he lives by himself.
Yes.
You cannot ask?
She can't ask.
Cannot ask. You
Brandon?
can go over there.
I agree with John.
I mean, look, if you want to be deceitful, you can go over for a night and maybe 2 nights and then be like, oh shit, my roommate has coronavirus. Can I stay?
But then that would mean she would have it too.
Yeah, look,
I do say, like, when I say she's driving distance, she's not like 3 or 4 hours. Like, she's like a day of driving distance, but it's not to one of the coasts.
Wait, what is driving distance? It's not.
Well,
4 hours.
Like she doesn't like she can get on an airplane and it'd be quicker. I think she said it's like 6 or 7 hours.
Oh, no shot. No shot.
She like wants to spend it with him.
Too bad for her.
I told her that if he hasn't asked her yet, then he doesn't want her there. That was my piece of advice, but she didn't want my advice. She wanted y'all's advice.
By the way, do you consider 3 or 4 hours a day of driving? Like you can do that round trip in a day?
I mean, you could, yes.
She's at 6 or 7 hours.
You drive 3 hours, you stay there for the night.
Well, yeah, but you could.
That's some
I mean, she's not going to stay there. No,
fucking
yeah, that is
Southerners.
Texas.
You drive
Absolutely.
7 hours in for a night. It's crazy.
No.
No, she's not
Texas.
driving 7 hours
Texas
for a
isn't the
night.
South.
She's do what?
He said you fucking Southerners. You're in Texas. Texas is not the South.
Yeah,
That's true. That's a fact.
Florida. They used to do it in Florida too. It was the craziest stuff. 7-8 hour drives, no problem.
Yeah, no way.
Oh yeah, no, that's no problem. I mean, she wants to do it not for one night though. She's thinking she would go quarantine with him for a little bit because she's like, well, we're dating. We've been dating for 4 months.
You are insane if you think that's a realistic ask. Insane.
I told her not to ask because I said if he hasn't offered, then he probably doesn't want her there.
Brandon, I'm gonna let you get back to your wife and kids because I know I know how great that is, and good luck getting
Don't
it in
have
tonight.
sex, Brandon.
We're gonna bring Ellie in because I'm sure she's got some thoughts on this situation. I said that there is a chance that like the dude wants her there and he thinks he might be too forward to ask, and she wants to go there, but she thinks she can't invite herself. What's up, Elle?
Hi, Allie.
There's a chance that both of these people both want it, but they're not asking. But I am leaning more towards like this probably would have happened or been brought up earlier.
Well,
Ellie,
like, wouldn't you two have asked?
Okay,
I was in the balcony. I was outside taking selfies. What happened?
Okay.
What's
so this
it's really nice out.
Golden hour, baby.
Yeah.
Girl is dating this guy. They're exclusive, but not like fully official for 4 months. She has a roommate and she's trapped in like a tiny apartment and she's all cooped up and going crazy. He is alone in like a big house. It's a very far drive, but it is possible. So like she doesn't have to get on a plane. She could drive like 7 hours, but she's afraid that she can't ask the guy. She doesn't know if she can ask him, like, can I come stay with you?
Why does she want to? Like, why would you want to?
Because she has a roommate. She has a roommate that's driving her crazy, and she wants to be with the guy she's dating.
Yeah, but don't you think he would drive her more crazy? I don't want to be anywhere near a man right now. Like, I don't want to be stuck in a house with a guy right now. That's just
there's the other
there's the other
take.
I
mean, like Ellie looked like it was insane that you ever would want to quarantine with a girl or a guy you're staying with.
I will say that these people are in their they're in their like not to like age shame. They're in their mid-30s. So I don't know if that makes it any different.
I don't want to be cooked up with either. I don't know. I just wouldn't do it if I were her. I wouldn't ask. I think
if you liked a guy, you wouldn't want to be with him?
I think she'd be more miserable in the long run. It ruins the fun of the early relationship. Like, she's only 4 months in.
That's true. That's a good point.
Cool.
Yeah, no, I mean, I told her not to do it.
With him, you're going to kill him.
Ellie, how are you doing so far? Like, what are you, 23?
Yeah.
So you're like, are you, so you can speak for all 23-year-olds, of course.
Yeah.
So
John, what was wrong with that? What was wrong with
Ellie got out of the shower. She's been sweating since. It's crazy.
I'm like, I was also just outside. It's hot and I'm sweating and it's hot.
You're verklempt. Just drink your wine, relax. It's Friday night pints. The weekend is here. Were you like itching to go out? Were you,
No.
are you, no?
Ellie's a 23-year-old, but she's also like a cat lady. Ellie's
Ellie's
what we call a millennial, as we all are. Ellie's like,
I'm more your age than my age.
What's up?
I'm more your age than my age.
Well, hang on a second here. Look, you don't get to insult my age. I get to insult yours.
I wasn't insulting your age. I was just saying, like, I'm more your age than I am my age. But I will say it hasn't, like, sunk in yet. I think now that it's the weekend, I'm like, oh, what am I going to do? I'm just going to sit in my apartment more, I guess.
Yeah.
That's what we were saying. Yeah. The weekend is going to be the worst part. I think everyone's just going to keep working. Dave might have been part of like making Corona happen. He's got an ear to Trump. He was probably like, look, don't do any of that stuff. Just do whatever it is you did to not be ready, and let's have this thing explode so Barstool just works 24/7.
To do actually, what else is there to do?
Yeah,
puzzle. Could do a fucking puzzle.
Well, we'll talk to Bob and Trenton a little bit. They were the puzzle gang the other night, so yeah, you can do puzzles. So you have 2 roommates, right?
Mm-hmm.
Are you guys all together?
One of them is in Connecticut.
She went home. Okay.
Yeah. But the other one, we're here. We haven't killed each other yet. So
yeah, I feel like you get along with them, right? You hang out with them and shit? Yeah.
You just met him on Craigslist too, right?
What?
You just met him on Craigslist?
No, I went to high school.
No.
My one roommate, and then she went to college with our other roommate.
someone.
And you guys all have your own rooms, right?
Yes, I have a room. This is my room. Welcome.
Yeah, that's not so bad.
You know, there are definitely people right now who did get their roommates on Craigslist or are just like crammed in there that are stuck, and it's just like,
you think Mantis is doing it at the office?
What?
You think Mantis is doing it at the office?
You know what?
He probably is actually at the office.
I didn't think of that. He's got the biggest apartment of all. He's got his run of the fucking lot.
He had to leave Thursday night or last night from 7 p.m. to 7 a.m. But aside from that, he's been cooling.
He's got the studios. He's got the couches, the TVs. He's just hanging.
Oh God.
And there's probably a considerable amount of food there, right?
Probably not. Yeah. It's just him and the rats. He's probably just eating rats.
There's the snack closet upstairs has food. We're just not allowed in it.
We're gonna come back.
We're gonna get in there. It's gonna be fucking just ripped off the hinges. He might quite well get that done, but he's gonna get there, and it's just gonna be just fucking. It's gonna look like McAllister when he come downstairs. I'm eating garbage, whatever he's done.
Yeah,
and that's gonna be Mantis just like passed out on one of the couches, shirt off, covered in ice cream.
Do you think that Mantis has girls there during this time? During.
There was a comment when we first started. Let me go back to the top. I got to give a shout out to whoever it was. He knew it. He said, "Is Casey going to be on this during this live stream?" Yeah, Mantis.
I'm trying so hard. I really am. I'm practicing it when I'm talking to like at my everyday people, and I hear it. It just grates on my nerves.
I can yell at you. You sound great.
Oh no, Ellie. Let me tell you. The reason that I'm doing this is because I don't want to give.
This is such bullshit. This is the biggest bullshit spin zone ever.
It's not though. It's not. I don't like giving Kevin and or Jared joy on air. So if I can fix me and my verbiage or whatever it is, then they can't make fun of me. So they can't be happy making fun of me.
It's just the way you talk. Like, that's ridiculous. They're being
I'm gonna change the way I talk so that they can't. No, that's bullshit.
Yeah, because you make fun of me for everything. So if I can do one less thing, then I'll be telling a story, and as soon as I say it, it derails the whole thing. I don't want you guys to have that satisfaction.
Yeah, but then if you permanently start saying during, every time you say during, I'm gonna stop the conversation and go, "Do you know this girl changed her whole way that she kept talking just for us?" I'm gonna make money forever.
I would rather that than hear you go "deering" as loud as you fucking can.
You see now? Yeah, that's what it's like for us.
Fuck you, Kevin.
You know how you can tell how bad the quarantine's been so far? Casey's out of wine glasses. Casey's drinking red.
No. Hold on. Au contraire, sir. It's Friday night pints, so I'm drinking my wine out of a pint glass.
Okay.
Yeah. Like I'd ever run out of wine glasses, John. I have a million of them.
Ellie, have you I feel like today they're talking about shutting down non-essentials and all that shit. And so we were talking about girls running to get their nails done, and manicure, pedicure, all that. Are you
Well, I don't get my hair done in the city. So I'm basically looking at I'm gonna be a brunette by the time this is all over.
Yeah.
I'm really upset about it.
It's a much different experience and thing for girls because I don't know. I didn't even think about I'm gonna look, my hair's gonna be long, I'm gonna get gross, whatever.
Oh, I'm not shaving anything. It's gonna get disgusting.
Girls are actually hot. Like
fucking bad. Wait.
Yeah.
Eliana is getting on my nerves today. I'll tell you that right now.
What'd she do?
Why?
You just say girls are actually hot while Kevin and I discussed how
No, she said you're gonna find out what girls are actually hot.
Oh, that makes sense.
Okay. Ellie, you're good. You're in the clear.
Thanks, John.
Ellie, the idea that people's eyelash extensions, at the end of that, they're gonna look awful. I'm in that boat.
The tan,
the spray tans,
hair,
the nails, people that get injections. I don't know how that stuff works, but apparently that's gonna be a problem.
Oh yeah, because you have filler or something, it's gonna melt.
Yeah, how does that work with filler? Do you know? I mean, I know that you don't get filler, but do you know how it works?
I do know how it works. I don't get filler yet, but it only lasts a couple months, so you do have to keep getting it, especially Botox and
so
filler.
Girls' lips are gonna deflate.
Lips are gonna deflate. Wrinkles are gonna reappear.
Yes,
you're gonna learn a lot about women.
What we're seeing is water finding its level here.
Yeah, buddy.
Science has really helped you guys out for a while. Well, we've been done looking like this.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, guess who's going to raise up a bit?
I've been on record, Ellie. Would you care if guys started wearing? We talked about this on CCK. If guys wear makeup, I wouldn't care. Like they should be allowed to wear makeup. If
I
they
wear
want.
makeup. I just don't want to learn how to use it. Like it's complicated. I don't want to go to science class.
Right.
Not even like a full face. I'm talking about like if you have a pimple and you just want to cover it up, you should be allowed to do that.
Yeah, I agree.
I don't really get pimples because I don't wash my face.
What?
You don't get pimples because you don't wash your face?
Correct.
That's not.
Ellie, here's the thing. So Feidelberg is
what are you talking about?
He's not a human. He's not a human. He's a mutant. So like he doesn't.
20 years has a bar of soap or a face wash touched this face.
It's disgusting.
You are going to be disgusting in like 10 years.
Why?
5. He's going to be cracked, crumbling, disgusting.
He doesn't wear deodorant. His hair, he doesn't grow body hair.
Well, he doesn't smell.
He doesn't wash his hair. And he doesn't sweat. He's not a human. He's a mutant. So I don't know. It might work for him.
Hang on. What's up? Let's go back for a second. What's up with that whole "I'm going to be ugly in 5 years" thing?
I said enjoy being handsome now because it's you're not washing your face. It's probably not going to last.
Well, what's that going to do? I'm not putting poisons into it.
You're going to age faster.
Well, no one's using fucking anti-aging stuff.
Literally everyone is.
All of us.
I'm talking about guys. Maybe you two are. Kevin's not using anti-aging creams.
Kevin should be using anti-aging creams.
Yeah, he definitely should be.
Sorry. Sorry, it's the line.
I mean, everybody should be.
No
What are you talking about?
using we're makeup. Guys will be using makeup before they're using anti-aging creams.
I actually have some
guys already anti-aging stuff.
No.
It's true.
Not most.
Definitely not
most. No, not most. I'm saying, but guys already do.
Sure, there
I
are
would
a couple, but the vast
I would say
majority
more guys use anti-aging stuff than makeup.
Totally. Skincare over makeup.
I don't know. All of that is going to be a very slim number.
Yeah, I don't think the science is out on that yet. I don't think anti-aging creams have been around for long enough to tell us if they anti-age.
That's a good question. I feel like that's like bullshit.
No.
What is bullshit?
Like when you
retinol is proven to make your cells turn over faster.
All right. So some of that for sure.
Yeah.
I get it. But like when you're paying like $1 bajillion for some like little cream, that's really like you can tell the difference.
I mean, if it's a really expensive one, you usually can.
Yeah, you absolutely can.
That's expensive.
I feel like that's a racket. I feel like that's probably. I bet you can get some cheap shit that probably does the same type of stuff as like the $100 jar or whatever the fuck it is.
This is an absolute
look so good,
You anti-age creamers are gonna look old as shit while all the vapors die. That's what's gonna happen.
I just want to let you guys see what's happening in my apartment right now.
What is this?
Look at this, you bougie bitch.
It is, first of all, it's the best thing of all time.
That's like a sex toy that turns into a.
Well, it's so
vibrator.
It sounds like a vibrator. If you're on the phone with somebody and you're doing that, they're like, "What the fuck are you doing?" But it aerates it. It makes it way better. John, it makes it better. John has tried it. It makes it better.
That's bullshit.
Yeah,
it does. It makes it better.
No,
John. Yes, it does.
I mean, I said it. I don't know if I fucking do.
That's like if you're like a sommelier, maybe you could tell the difference. I could give you a fucking $8 bag of wine. You're drinking that bitch.
Well, right now, yes, Kevin. I'll probably drink rubbing alcohol by the end of this thing.
Did you see, Casey? They deemed liquor stores essential.
Oh yeah, I went to my local wine store today, support local businesses, and they told me that.
Dude, that's clutch.
And a lot of them are going to be offering free delivery so that people don't have to go out, so they don't get stopped on the streets.
Yeah.
In Jersey, they're shutting them down. So shout out to New York. Like that's. Could you imagine if you were an alcoholic and they were like, liquor stores are shut down? You're fucked.
I think in New York, we'd rather the alcohol.
John's like, imagine, yeah.
Imagine that I actually have to deal with this.
Not to brag, but this is my first $20 bottle of wine that I've ever purchased.
Hey. Welcome.
You'll never be able to go backwards.
Yeah, it does.
Well, now you can.
I would say stay right there. Stay in that like $20 to $30 bottle because once you go to the good shit, going back stinks.
Hey, I got a bone to pick right here.
Oh.
Can we do a kangaroo court real quick?
Yeah.
Casey deleted an Instagram story that was tagged to me, and I was getting followers, and now I'm not.
I delete. What do you mean? I didn't delete anything.
Oh, hang on.
What story in question?
What did I delete?
You deleted my funny fucking comment.
I didn't delete anything.
Here's the kangaroo court.
What
Let me
story
see.
in question are you talking about?
Yeah, which one? I posted 2 of you on text message today.
Yeah, and there's only one left, and it's not the funny comment.
Okay, there's only one text left. You're right on that.
Oh, there is only one text left. I honestly don't know how that happened. Why would I delete that? I'm gonna put it back up right now just for you, John.
I want followers.
I don't know.
I want followers. I don't know how that happened. I'm gonna be completely honest. I lost my mind for a little bit today. So I apologize, John. I'll get you your followers right now. It was very funny.
Ate in the park like a homeless person.
Do what?
So you went out and ate in the park like a homeless person.
I did.
No,
Listen, I found a bench that there was no one around. I went and picked up a salad that I ordered online, social distancing, and I went and sat by myself and ate because I have to have vitamin D. I found if I don't get vitamin D, it's bad for me.
Casey needs that D.
I need that D. Yeah, I did that one up for everyone. Love that one.
That video when I bought this, didn't you?
no.
But you know what? Someone, I'm thinking it was one of my roommates, stole the cord before they left.
Oh, fuck.
Like, all right, if we take this, Feits can't get any fucking vitamin D sunlight. Maybe he'll just come back and he'll be dead.
Have you guys gone outside, or are you all sitting in your apartments? I mean,
What'd you say?
outside. Have you guys been outside, boys?
I went for a drive.
I went out today
I
for a
have my
little bit.
car, so I can drive around. So that's nice.
You went for a jog?
Who?
Me?
Yeah.
No, I said drive. I went for a
Oh, that
drive.
makes more sense.
Yeah, I'm not.
Oh, John, did Kevin tell you about what happens? God forbid he gets tested positive for coronavirus.
We all have a coronavirus?
Well, he's gonna yes, which God forbid. But if that happens, because I asked how we're supposed to get tested if we need to get tested down the road, if we can't take a car anywhere because we don't have cars in the city, he will come pick us up because if he has it, you and I definitely have it. Jared probably has it. We will get in the car and he will take us a field trip.
Because I realized, I mean, if you don't have a car, I don't know what you would do.
Yeah.
Right.
You can't. I mean,
And if
it's
he
not
has it, we
possible.
definitely have it.
The one that I went to, unless they open up some shit in Manhattan, you have to have a car. So if I have it, I'll pick you guys up. We're gonna cycle Rocket in, and because Casey and Rocket can't be in the same place, they're like those fish that fight each other. Casey's out, Rocket can come in. Casey, have a good Friday.
Text me, I love you.
There's the Rocket.
Love you.
Oh, hey guys.
What's
Did
up,
you hear?
babe?
Hey guys, how are you?
Good, how you doing?
I'm really sweaty. I don't know why.
You really sweaty?
What's up?
What do you do? It's hot.
Yeah, like it's like 75 degrees out, and I'm dressed like it's 40, and it's
Well,
just
that'll do it.
Oh, yeah, I've been pumping my AC. I turned my AC on about a week ago. That means it'll be on until the fall.
Yeah, I gotta crack a window. The most awkward thing in the world just happened to me.
Hit me.
So before this, I walked to Chipotle because I was tired of like my frozen meals, and I was walking back to my apartment, and I'm walking one way across the street, and this dude is walking towards me, and he's like, Carabas? And I was like, hey, what's up? And I went to go fist bump him, and he just straight up left me hanging. And I was like, I get it, but still, I get it.
Yeah, I mean,
get it.
You can't.
You can't. That's
right
on
now.
me. No, that's on me. But
Right.
like, it's just instinct to be like, yeah, what's up, dude? Like, I wasn't gonna like stop and talk. We're we're in the middle of the fucking street, but it sucks to get left hanging. It's been a while since that.
Right. If you go in public now, I feel like it's definitely an awkward vibe where it's like.
It's nice though. People are like being nice. Like people will close the door so you can walk in and stay away from them. It's nice.
Maybe
you going out.
I just went out. I went to go to CVS to get paper towels.
that's basically where I've been going to like the pharmacy and back. That's it.
Yeah.
I get a coffee every morning. Like I'll walk like 2 blocks to get a coffee and then come back.
God, I miss coffee.
I went outside. I was telling Kevin before we started. I went outside today for the first time since Tuesday, and don't care for it. Like it's not fun. And I don't feel what Ellie's feeling with like the whole people are nice, and I think that's probably based on
our worldviews.
Yeah, our personalities. And
oh no, I was gonna say just like being a guy versus being a girl. Like it's all for you. My worldview probably doesn't help, but it was just like I actually felt like everyone was kind of attacking me. I felt like I was under attack the entire time.
What? Were people coughing on you? Like, I don't.
One lady coughed into her own hand. The lady who was doing my fucking, I was getting like, I went to Dwayne Reed to get beers for this, and then I also grabbed a couple snacks. She coughed into her hand while putting the snacks in my bag, so I was just threw the bag away. But then like everyone around me, it just feels like you're like, I don't know, a little insect, and like the spiders got you, and I'm just waiting for them to come jump on me. I feel like everyone has coronavirus except me.
That's
Guess what? We all probably do.
true. Yeah.
Well, I'm very asymptomatic. I don't know if you've noticed. Not a single cough out of me yet.
Yeah.
But yeah, I feel I can't go outside. I won't go out for another week now. That was enough.
It is very strange to like feel like you're like opposite magnets walking down the street. Like if like I was walking towards someone and she just did like a complete like
That's what I'm
me.
saying.
Yeah.
Everything is very like stay the
Where
fuck
do you want me
away.
to go? Like, we're walking down the fucking sidewalk. Like, do you want me to walk into the street to avoid you? I don't know what you expect me to do.
I mean, I hope that when this is all over, that we keep this up. I want social distancing for the rest of my life. I don't want strangers near me. I don't want people talking. I'm very afraid that when this all ends, it's gonna be like some big kumbaya moment, and I'm gonna be expected to like go out and hug and touch and be around people.
No.
Whereas I want this to just keep going.
Oh, I completely disagree with you.
Yeah,
I can't wait for that night this ends.
Why?
I'm gonna kiss 15 people that night.
Oh,
Just dancing, partying in the streets, fucking smooching. I don't even like smooching, but I'm gonna do it.
I mean, I'll tell you, it's gonna be a lot of smooching when we get out of here.
yeah. Well, there's gonna be some serious. There's gonna just like New York City's gonna be a fucking orgy when this is over. I mean, it kind of usually is like normally, but when this is all over, it's gonna be like, sure, I'll fuck anybody, I'll talk to anybody, I'll kiss anybody.
Okay with it.
You're nuts if you're not looking forward to that. It's gonna be the party of the century, Kevin.
Yeah, I know. I'm gonna be like, I'm gonna social distance still. See you. I'll see it on Instagram.
Like whenever that takes place, that's when like the sequel to the coronavirus movie starts. It's like, oh, like they thought that they could come out and like look at all these like gangbangs they're going to, and then like the virus has mutated, and like that's when the zombie apocalypse starts.
It's worth it.
Worth it. Have you Ellie, like the 23-year-old demo, like Alana and like all your friends and shit, are they? I'm sure I would be freaking out a lot more if I was like steadily going out, like used to being like partying and all that shit. Like this is fine for me, but that's what I'm doing.
Normal life.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think it hit me until I realized it's Friday night and
Right.
like I should be doing something or seeing someone, and I'm like, what am I gonna do tomorrow? I have all day to sit in my house. Like, what am I gonna do? You know? So I think we're all a little bit stir crazy, trying to find things and people to distract us, you know?
Where's Alana?
She's here. She's with her roommates. She was in Jersey, but she was with her family and she was going crazy. Like my mom wants me to come home and I'm like, no, I'll murder all of you.
Really? I'm sure your parents are like very mad that you're not home, right?
Begging me to come home.
Yeah.
I don't want to get my parents sick. They keep asking me to, and like they're not old. They could survive it probably. But my mom's been sick before. My dad's been sick before.
Yeah.
They might have low immune systems. I don't want to. Are we drinking straight Gosling's rum right now?
Gosling's rum is the official rum of Section 10.
Wow.
Are you hammering that?
Yeah, and we got some dark and stormies too.
Dark and Stormies. Look at this fucking guy. Holy shit.
Dude, you holding a bottle of Gosling's rum stopped me dead in my tracks. I don't even know what he's talking about.
I mean, I'm not drinking it. I don't know. Like the kids might be watching this, so I'm not gonna drink it on air. But when we're done with this, yeah, I'm probably gonna have a little night to myself.
I bet you will. Well, Ellie, I want stay sane, stay safe out there. Keep firing off those tweets. My buddy texted me and said he let me see the exact tweet of yours that he referenced because it was kind of funny. He was comparing my coronavirus video to one of your tweets. And so my coronavirus video got 3,000 likes. and maybe this is a good time to get messy and just start shit with people. Like perhaps I'm bored enough to text someone I haven't spoke to in 5 years just to tell them why they were actually wrong in the fight we had that I can barely remember. 6,000 likes. So just keep firing off those tweets.
I'm actually ready to get into fights. Like this is where I'm at in my life right now. Like I'm considering texting everyone I've ever met and just being like, this is the fight we had and I want to rehash it.
All those fights you won in the shower after they happened, let's do them again, right?
All right. Have a good night.
All right. Have a good one. We're going to bring in the rest of the whole Milk Gang now.
Let's go.
We got Robbie and Trent. I think they're together, right? Yeah! Whole Milk is in the building!
Let's go, boys.
Let's go.
What's up?
Love it. Friday Night Pints. I want you guys to drink pints of milk.
I got one.
We got like brisk iced tea.
Yo, I'm not a whole milk guy, so I'm not asking for initiation into the gang. But I've been crushing milk on this thing. I've been drinking so much milk, I take milk naps.
Milk naps, boys.
I drink so much milk, I just get full and need to sleep for a little bit.
If you want to start a secondary gang, Feidelberg, we could be the 2% gang because I got 2%.
The
Whole milk guys. We'll be the deuces.
No, I think it's just a big milk umbrella. We can all be guys together.
No, Trent, no.
Because I have an issue with whole milk. I developed a lactose intolerance to whole milk because in high school I was trying to gain weight. I was trying to put muscle on because I wanted to be a pro wrestler. So I went go mad, gallon of milk a day, and I was crushing a gallon a day. I was walking around like with a gallon of milk like I was a wrestler drinking.
I can't imagine this guy. I can't believe this guy's still alive. That we have him on the virus thing.
I mean, that's
still alive. It's a miracle.
That's what Handsome Hank did. He drank the milk until he had the cum belly.
Yeah. He just had the biggest gut you'll ever see. It was Hank was, I don't know, probably around Robbie's age when he started, right? So Hank was probably 19, 20, really skinny, and he took off his shirt in the middle of a rundown once, I think. And it was we all accidentally caught it and we're like, wait, what the fuck was that?
It's tough. It's tough to put on weight when you're like super skinny like that. I remember I would do like a pound of pasta and you just get fat. There's no exact science
but
to
the
it.
fucking ridiculous part is you and Bob and Hank have like the best look in the world. I mean, Robbie's fully embraced it with just like the like fucking bassist rock and roll look where you put the hat on, the fucking black on black, you get tattoos and you're good to go. Don't get big and become a meathead. That sucks.
Hank did too. It took Hank a long time to agree with us, but we
came
were
around.
Hank get tattoos, white tees, fucking Scullies, and just rock out in Brooklyn. And Hank just did that to a T.
Yep.
Got the beard, got everything. It's a fantastic look. Just a tremendous.
Yeah, I don't want to be a powerhouse, but I might get a little prison jacked. Might do a few push-ups and.
I gotta figure out something in terms of movement because I'm gonna be 400 pounds if this continues. Like,
well, especially
moving. I gotta decide because I'm not gonna maintain. It's either gonna be 380 pounds or like 205, just fucking jacked out. So I gotta make a decision soon.
You hit the jackpot with Mama Fox. I mean, you're what's the opposite of collateral damage? You were just like the innocent bystander who just fell into the Powerball, dude. You got more snacks than fucking anybody.
I couldn't. The groceries took up our entire kitchen on the floor. I couldn't believe it, man. It is like winning the lottery. And we're gonna be living off that for the next couple months.
I'm pretty sure that Bob Fox and Trent have the nation's entire supply of Yoo-hoo. No one else has any Yoo-hoo right now. It's all in their apartment.
Yeah, go grab a couple of those. And we got Yoo-hoo, we got green tea, we got a gallon of milk, we got brisk. We've been crushing these. You want to talk about Friday Night Pints? We're kind of going crazy on the brisk.
You got brisk teas?
Boom.
Boom.
Boom. I mean, I'm gonna put this thing down in one gulp.
In the juice box,
too. Really slam it down your throat.
Yeah.
I
feel like out of everybody, I'm pretty sure there's a lot of people at Barstool who live together, right? But I feel like Bob Fox and Trent have got to be the best roommate duo quarantined right now, right?
Well,
I don't know. We're bored. We're so bored.
Yeah.
This is like
but you're bored together at least.
Anyway, but yeah, we're bored.
You guys were talking about earlier about like when this all ends and there's going to be a huge party. And normally I don't go out on the weekends. Like I don't do anything. People ask me to do something. I just ignore the text and I act like it never happened. But once this thing is over, I'm going to turn into a completely different person. I should have taken advantage of my freedom when I had the chance.
No, you're not.
Dude, yes, I am. Being
you're
cooped
not.
up is a nightmare. I know we did this pre-churning. All of us would sit around in our own filth. We'd jerk off all the time. We'd be covered in everything. But now that I've kind of been on the outside of it, where I leave and I go to the office, I see people like you guys. I like to see you guys. I can't revert back. And all that time I just don't not having the option to like go out. I liked being home on the weekends when there was the option. I can go grab dinner if I want to. I never would. But now on the other side of it, I'm going to be going crazy. I'm going to be going out all the time.
I understand everything you're saying.
I'm going crazy.
And I don't doubt that the first weekend that this is over, if this ever ends, you will maybe go out. And then that's it. You will go right back to your old ways. You'll be at one bar, crowded with like, doing shots of shit you don't want to do and people bothering you and talking to you. And you're going to go right back home and do whatever it is. I think that Trent has a kink. He has a fetish. It's ignoring texts. Nobody gets off on ignoring texts more than Trent.
He fucking ignores texts. Like, I'll be sitting on the couch with Bob texting Trent in his room and he'll ignore the text. I'm like, I'm outside the door, motherfucker.
I know you're seeing it. You're tweeting. You're on your phone and you're just choosing to ignore me, you motherfucker.
Yeah, I don't know. It's like, it's not that big a deal. Like, nothing is that pressing. If Jared was like, I'm not in the living room, I'm having a heart attack, come out here. Like Bob, when he had a heart attack when he smoked too much weed, I came out immediately. But if it's just like, hey, what are you doing? It's like, it's not that pressing. I'll just go to bed. That's what it is. I'm sorry.
I think I've literally been like, hey, Trent, like, we're about to order Taco Bell. Like, do you want anything? And nothing.
Nothing.
Yeah, I mean, no.
But just if you just say no, then me and Bob can place the order.
Luggage daddy.
Yeah, no, you're right. But also, it's not a huge thing.
If he doesn't answer, it delays our order.
I'm gonna turn on both these things. I think that us reverting back is not good. It's like us getting back into prison life, where it's like we came out, right? You got out of jail the first time, and you got a fucking 9 to 5, right? And you wear a tie to work every day, and things are feeling good. And then you see one of your old buddies from the old days.
We relapse.
You relapse, and guess what? That night you're doing fucking black tar heroin, and you're robbing people and shit like that.
Yeah.
Like, I've slowly seen myself falling back into it, where it's like, I was like, oh, I got a little spare time today since we don't have other shit going on, like interviews and fucking things. Like, I'll do a blog or two. All right. And we're up to 5 blogs a day now. And guess what? Once we hit 7, John, gone. The John, gone.
I meant to ask you, Feits, how many tins did you stock up with?
I go out for 4 at a time. So that's why I go out twice a week.
Because the second that I heard that they were locking down, I bought 50.
Wait. No, convenience stores are essential.
Huh?
Convenience stores are essentials.
I know, but I do the Black Buffalo. So like if they just like shut down the fucking company and they're like they don't show up to work, then what happens? So I bought 50.
That's smart. I got 1 Black Buffalo here. I still kind of fluctuate between the Skull and the Black Buffalo.
Honestly though, John, I would maybe stock up because maybe those stores are considered convenience, but I think they're run by like if some dude's like, I don't want to do this anymore, I gotta get I'm going home, he might shut it down.
No, I know my guy. He's a fucking warrior.
He's a G. Yeah.
That dude's been fucking making sandwiches, asking people to spit in his mouth while he does it.
Yo, Bob, I don't know why this popped into my head. It pops in, I want to say like once a month, which is pretty frequent when I'm about to tell you what it is. I very often think about how wildly inappropriate the Bob Fox Cum Challenge was.
Oh yeah.
Like I really regularly I think about it. I'm like, that was probably the last moment in Barstool history that we could have got away with that. Like if we try to do that now, you'd be like, no.
Too. Like it sort of got shut down on the day that I came, which was controversial in the moment. I can say years after the fact in a documentary that will be made about this, I really did come on that day. I was not lying. So yeah.
How many days did you make it?
19
days.
Yo, Kevin and I had that off top. I was like,
yeah, no, I'll remember that. That's the greatest trivia question ever. If you're a stoolie, that's that. If when we start the whole Milk Gang, the question at the door, I'm gonna open it up. How many days did it take for Bob Fox to come? 19. You're in. Open the door.
Yeah. And it spawned like a lifelong meme. Like I still get, like today, Rosario Dawson cast as Ahsoka Tano in the new Star Wars. Fucking someone tweeted me the 0 days since Bob Fox.
How can you walk us through the process of like how that happened? Like how you just came?
The come itself or the challenge?
No. Just like did you just wake up and you just like came your pants?
Correct.
Yeah, wet dream. I would have loved. I don't know if it's possible. If you had a daydream, if you were just walking around and came, that would be unbelievable.
I don't know if that's possible. If you could just think it into existence.
Imagine if there was imagine that day when there was all those the Sports Illustrated models were in the office. Imagine if you were just at your desk and like all the girls walk off the elevator, you just came.
Remember that video of the guy who had uncontrollable orgasms? Do you remember those videos? That would have been Bob Fox. That
I love it. We are at 7 on the dot, so perfect. It was happy hour. That was the first Friday night pints. I think it was a wonderful success. So thank you to everybody who gave some time. Maybe next week we'll do it again with a couple new people. We'll get the holies in the building, and everybody stay safe, stay healthy, stay lazy, stay hot. See you next time.
That was